Cindy Baucom, Knee Deep in Bluegrass, presented by Low Vintage Instrument Company, and I'm here with Hot Rize, the IBMA Awards show host. And let me first of all tell you about these guys that you've known for 40 years. We have Tim O'Brien, we have Pete Wernick, Nick Forster, and Brian Sutton of Hot Rize. And Tim, I'll start with you. Congratulations on 40 years.
Thank you. It's been really a difficult 40 years, but it's been really worth it. Cindy, thank you.
Well, it's certainly been worth it to us, the music fans, to have all the incredible music down through the years. And the 40th anniversary bash live at the Boulder Theater. Wow, incredible.
We had a great time doing that, and what's great is to see all our fans come back together again for stuff like that, and see see everybody's kids and grandkids, and the different hairstyles, and all the different changes over 40 years.
Well, I honestly think you guys haven't changed all that much in 40 years, honestly, and certainly not your...
dyeing my hair white.
Well, it works for you. Certainly not your first time hosting the IBMA Awards show either.
Yeah, we did that in 2009 and got to be the band for the Lonesome Pine Fiddlers and the Dillards, which was quite a thrill.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, any special memories, Nick, over the years that you could share a quick story about, maybe some road time or a highlight?
A highlight of Hot Rize mayhem? No, the reality is we had a lot of firsts. First time we played on the Grand Ole Opry was amazing. Roy Acuff came in our dressing room and jammed with us, and it was just an incredible, surreal, beautiful experience. And Earl Scruggs actually was listening, and he got to hear us play the Martha White theme. And that was a really powerful moment for us in the bluegrass world, just to kind of come into it and be a part of it. And being a band from Colorado, it didn't often feel that we were a part of it. We came in and we were embraced, and we were right in the thick of things.
And we certainly can't remember 40 years of Hot Rize without remembering Charles Sawtelle. Brian Sutton, how did it feel to come into that position? I won't say fill those shoes because no one can.
Yeah, I mean, it was, obviously kind of awkward. And I've done that a little bit in my career. I filled in for Tony Rice on the Bela Fleck's Bluegrass Sessions tour. And, as a side guy, primarily, I'm used to sort of stepping into situations. But yeah, this is a different thing. I was a big fan of Hot Rize as a kid, still a fan of the band. And so, I come at this still as a fan. I kind of want to hear Hot Rize, and I just try to let that, whatever is Charles' goodness and all that kind of good stuff, kind of hopefully come through my playing and still be me at the same time, and just make the band sound like the band.
Well, you do it well.
He's done an amazing job. He's done an incredible job of coming in and feeling where that role is as a guitar player in Hot Rize, but still holding on to his own identity. Brian's done great.
Absolutely. Well, I don't want you guys to get away without maybe mentioning your favorite instrument. Do you have a favorite that you play, maybe one that holds a special spot more than the others?
Cindy, when I'm home and just messing around, I like to get the fiddle out and just saw on the thing and learn new tunes and old tunes. I like to play it on stage, but I really like playing it around the house.
Oh, well, that is so cool. I love to hear you fiddle. Do you have a particular banjo?
I do. I had played a banjo that I obtained when I was 20 that was made in the 1930s, but Gibson gave me a banjo 30 years ago. I'm the only owner. It's a Gibson Granada, basically a copy of the Earl Scruggs banjo, and it's my banjo. I love it.
Nick?
Well, I brought for this week at IBMA, I brought a 1937 Herringbone D28 that used to belong to Charles Sawtelle. And it's a really special guitar, and I've been playing it a lot, and I'm going to play it tomorrow at a show out on the street, and that's a powerful one for me.
Oh, indeed. What about you, Brian? Do you have a favorite or two?
Well, the funny thing is I'll have my guitars and wish that they were the 1937 Charles Sawtelle D28. No, you know what? It may surprise people. One of my favorite things to listen to and kind of try, I don't certainly fancy myself as getting anywhere close, but solo classical piano is I love that, and so I'll sit at home sometimes and just noodle around, and I can read a few things, but yeah, that's me.
Awesome. Well, it's certainly been a pleasure to get to chat with Hot Rize. The last 40 years have been an incredible ride. We look for many years to come and much more great music, original songs, so many from you, and just an awesome, awesome ride, and we hope everybody will get the Hot Rize 40th birthday bash because it's certainly a great one. Don't you agree?
I do. It's been a long time. We were a lot younger guys when we started, and January 1978 is a long time ago, and we're already planning a 41st party in Boulder with guests like Michael Cleveland. So everybody come on out. It's in the middle of January in Boulder.
And you all must love the Boulder Theater because I know Live at the Boulder Theater was another great recording, so just an obvious spot to go back to with this big anniversary.
Well, you know, we have a big connection to Boulder and to getting our start there in that town, and the Boulder Theater was kind of like the ultimate goal. When you start out playing the bars and the little clubs and then the slightly larger places, and someday maybe if everything works well you get to play the Boulder Theater. And so back in the 80s we were lucky enough to be able to do that. And so coming back and revisiting and plugging in there feels a lot like home.
Folks, Hot Rize, the award show host for the International Bluegrass Music Association, celebrating 40 years. Thank you, folks.